Hi guys. Okay, we are live. Bear with me while I sort this camera out. I am actually in bed. I know, it's terrible. I'm sitting in bed, it's warm and comfy in here, and I have the house to myself, so it's happening. Okay, let's just gonna share this stream out so people know what's happening. Hi guys. Okay, tarot live time. So we're going to do what we do every month. I'm trying to stop the glare coming off my glasses and run through the zodiac tarot readings that we do every month. As always, if you have a particular question or comment or anything you would like looked at, then please put a small note in the live sort of chat thread, and it will come through, and then I can answer your question for you if you would like a reading. Okay. I really need to find a pair of glasses that don't reflect light as badly as these ones do. Oh. Beautiful out there tonight. Okay. Okay, as always, we're going to go through these zodiac signs in order, from Capricorn through to Sagittarius. If you have any questions that you would like to ask, if you would like me to pull some cards for you to give you a reading on any question you have, or if you have any sort of general questions about tarot and or anything else, then as I say, just pop a note into the live chat and I will answer them for you. Okay, let's take a look, starting with Capricorn. And as always, these readings kind of govern the next sort of 4 to 5 weeks, and they're just very general readings, but as I say, if you've got anything specific you'd like me to look at, you can ask. Okay, Capricorn, Ace of Wands in a positive alignment. Now this is a great card because what this shows is, Capricorn, this is a month of change for you. Over the next month you can expect to see changes in and around areas of your life that involve a bit of a new start. So this is when we're looking at things like stopping smoking or starting a new fitness regime or starting a new job. It's that new start element that's going to produce significant change in your life, and that's really where your focus is over the next sort of 4 to 5 weeks. Okay, Aquarius. Again, more good cards. Aquarius, 7 of Cups. Brilliant card. The 7 of Cups is a card that's all about contentment. This certainly seems to be in a family and sort of close friend situation. So if things have been a little bit hectic lately, there seems to have been a lot of sort of emotions running high, people getting upset quite easily or in difficult family positions, then the next 4 to 5 weeks everyone seems to just calm down a little bit and almost take that kind of a step back and just calm slightly, which is nice to see. It does seem to be people around you rather than you directly, Aquarius, but you know what, it will have that knock-on effect because obviously you will then feel better about spending time with those people, going out socially and all the rest of it. Pisces, 5 of Coins inverted. Okay, Pisces, what we're seeing here is a little bit of instability with sort of finances and also things related to finances, so like career, property, contractual agreements for things. There seems to be a bit of instability. This is by no means a complete disaster. All this is saying is that things are a little bit unsettled at the moment. So if you feel a little bit, out of sorts, don't panic too much. It's going through a period of settling down and sorting itself out. It's a chance for you to re-examine that area of your life and look to see if anything can be more efficient or being done better. It's not kind of an end of the world disaster as far as your money goes. It's just saying things are going to get a little bit topsy-turvy, so now might be the time to do a few reassessments for that. Oh, you're very welcome, Stephanie. I hope the calm does come in. It's always nice when we get positively aligned cups cards. They're just so good to see that it is really a pure happiness kind of card when you get those positive cups cards coming in. Okay, Aries. Six of Wands. Okay, Aries, we've got a little bit of a frustrated kind of a month here, okay? When we say this Six of Wands inverted, Aries, there's a lot of projects and things you've got going on in your life where you feel you've been making progress, you've been getting, you've been starting to make headway, you've been moving along quite nicely, but over the next 4 to 6 weeks, there's almost a feeling of, why has this come to a standstill? It feels as if you've got a little bit stuck, and a lot of that is because things have been moving fairly well in these areas, and now all of a sudden reaching the next stage, the next goal post, the next little sort of tier of success that you're looking for seems to take longer to get to than any have in the past. And these are all sort of changes and transformations you're already trying to make, and you feel kind of a little bit stuck at the halfway point. It's not a permanent sort of situation. It's just saying over the next 4 to 6 weeks, this might be the time to give yourself a little bit breather. If the energies around you are naturally saying, you know what, slow down a little bit, things aren't going to be as productive this month, maybe this is your time to be able to say, yeah, you know what, let's use this as a natural resting point. Let's have a little bit of a break now. Then there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, Taurus. Ooh, Taurus. Knave, Princess of Cups in this deck, but it is typically the Knave of Cups in a positive alignment. Good news. Expect to hear from a friend or family member you haven't heard from for a while. This seems to really play into female energies, so it's more likely to be a female friend or family member. But someone you haven't heard from in quite a while, and I'm seeing this seems to be prevalent on written media rather than telephone calls, so messages, emails, instant messenger, something written word, but people you haven't heard from for a while getting back in touch, certainly coming through as a positive thing. So that's always good to see. Well, Gemini. Queen of Cups inverted. Okay, Gemini. There seems to be a little bit of a conflict between you and female energy at the moment, and it's not necessarily, you're going to have blazing rows with people. It's not necessarily that you're going to be a negative effect on anyone, or anyone's going to be a negative effect on you, but for some reason the type of energies you're tuned into at the moment kind of bring out very emotional reactions in female people who identify as female. So just kind of have tissues on standby a lot, be prepared to make lots of cups of tea and be a shoulder to lean on. But for some reason you seem to be, and again, this isn't a bad thing, it could be you being more open and more receptive to listening. It could well be an improvement, but it might be a little bit overwhelming at times, Gemini. Okay, so you seem to be having a bit of a effect, especially on female energies, but again, might be a little bit jarring, but not an altogether bad thing. Okay, where are we up to? Cancer. 10 of Swords. Cancers are being efficient this month, okay? Okay, Cancer, this is a big month for you to start working towards some long-term goals. This card balances out two ways. It's either a case of you starting to take action to achieve things you've wanted to do for a long period of time. In complete contrast, this card can also represent you achieving success you have been working for a long period of time. So it's very much a long-term success card. It's it's not little goals, it's things you've been looking at doing for a long time, that you've been working, that you've been thinking about doing for quite some time. So this is certainly quite a significant card for you. It's big success card. Any 10 cards are big success cards, and with it coming through with swords, this shows you doing stuff and you driving it forward and getting it done. So that's a great card coming through for you. Leos. Poor Leos. Always get a slightly ish reading because I'm a Leo. Reading for yourself so hard. Okay, Leos. Ugh. Ace of Swords inverted. Okay. Leos, now is not the time to start new projects, okay? You need to take a little bit of a step back, look at everything you already have going on, and tie up some loose ends. You know, Leos are famously good for giving themselves more work than they need to, and taking on responsibility for things that isn't necessarily theirs to take responsibility for. You've got a lot of loose ends to tie up. You've got lots of sort of bits and pieces that need doing. This is not the month to start a big new project or any sort of new endeavour, okay? This card is basically going, you have enough to do, Leos. Stop. It's your birthday this month for most of you. Might have just been your birthday. Take a few weeks off. I know my friends are going to play this back to me at some point this month. But never mind. Okay. Virgo. Virgos. The Emperor inverted. Okay, Virgos, this is not the month for you to be confronting authority figures, okay? For some reason, Virgos, this month, it seems to be you butting heads with people a lot, and it seems to be people who really you should be listening to and you should be taking advice from, but for some reason you just seem to not gel with them this month. You seem slightly stubborn when it comes to taking advice from these people, and you just can't get that agreement. So if there's anything you need to do where you need to speak to someone who is in any sort of position of authority, maybe just put it back by 4 weeks, or, you know, take a couple of deep breaths, and when you go in, just try and stay calm and see it from other people's points of view, I think is the big thing to take away there. Okay, Libras. Libra. King of Swords. Okay, Libra. You seem very in tune with male energies this next 4 to 5 weeks when it comes to getting stuff done. In the workplace, in, you know, any sort of achievement-driven area, now is a good time to work with people who identify as male. It seems to be something about that energy is very helpful to you and is likely to help you go forward. So be open to collaboration there, okay? It's quite a clear-cut one, actually, wasn't it? Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio. Queen of Wands inverted. Right, Scorpio. Scorpios can be a little fiery at times. We know this. And at the minute, they are... I'm trying to think of a delicate way to say this. Okay, over the next 4 to 5 weeks, Scorpios, it may be a good time to just distance yourself from other people. You're going to find other people annoying. There's no two ways about it. For some reason, you just are running low on patience over the next 4 to 5 weeks. People keep, especially when people suggest changes to you, it's like every time someone says, you know, you could do this differently, or have you thought about approaching it a different way, or it's just, for some reason it's just grinding on you and you have no patience for this. So next 4 to 5 weeks, you know, work on projects where you can work on them by yourself, take some time to yourself. It's probably not the best month to go asking people for their opinions on things that really matter to you, because you're just not in the frame of mind to hear it. So yeah, okay. And last but not least, Sagittarius. Death inverted. Okay, Sagittarius, there's this kind of thing in your head that I can see going around with this card with Sagittarius, and it's this: I'm going to make a big fresh start. This is the month where I'm gonna, you know, just leave all my troubles behind and start to work towards some new fresh thing and just ignore the rest and just move forward. And no, you can't do that, Sagittarius. Again, you know, this is not the time for you to be, a lot like Leos actually, this is not the time to be making big fresh starts, especially turning your back on things, and this is where it differs. There is a big temptation this month to everything that's causing you stress that you don't want to deal with, of just going, nah, not doing it anymore, and just completely walking away. Whilst it is tempting, it doesn't look like it is the best solution for you at the moment. It looks like these are things that need to be addressed rather than just walked away from. So as tempting as it is to just scream, screw it and run away, unfortunately Sagittarius is probably not the best way of dealing with it right now. Okay, and that brings us to the end of our zodiac readings for this month. Hello to everyone who said hello in the comments. I haven't spotted any questions coming through. Of course, if you do have any, wait until the live chat goes down and then put them in the actual comments thread when the video goes up for sort of replay and playback, because I can see those and I can catch up with them on the next sort of monthly tarot readings we do in September. Okay, thanks for watching everyone, and I will catch up with you very soon.